Most men walk into love thinking effort equals results. That if they show up, stay loyal, treat her well, and give her everything, she'll choose them. But that's not how this game works. Because women don't fall in love with your effort. They fall in love with how your presence makes them feel. And if you don't understand that, you'll keep losing women who once said they loved you. But this video is going to change that. Because today, I'm going to walk you straight into the psychological truth of how women fall in love. Not the fantasy version you were raised to believe. Not the wishful thinking you keep holding on to. But the real, raw truth that most men never figure out. Until it's too late. By the end of this video, you'll stop chasing. You'll stop begging. You'll stop twisting yourself into knots to win her attention. And more importantly, you'll start becoming the kind of man who pulls love toward him without needing to ask for it. Let's go deeper. Before we go deeper, just do one thing for me. Hit the like button. If this is already hitting something real, what's coming next will hit even harder. Let's keep going. But let me warn you, this is going to hurt. Because the first thing you need to accept is that most women never fell in love with you. See, most men try to love women like they want to be loved. Through action, through proof, through service, through being there. But women fall in love with what they feel in your presence, not with what you give them. If your presence feels weak, unanchored, emotionally needy, uncertain, it doesn't matter how loyal or kind you are. Her instincts won't let her fall. It's not because she's heartless. It's because her biology is wired for emotional survival. She needs to feel safe. Safe doesn't mean you treat her well. It means you make her feel like you're in control of yourself, of your emotions, and of your reality. That's what allows her to relax and surrender into love. Not flowers, not devotion, not texts every morning. And this is where most men unknowingly fail. You become her emotional crutch, her therapist, her motivational speaker, her sidekick. You're always there, always available, always explaining yourself. You think you're building love, but she's putting you in a category she can't feel attraction toward. Because here's the brutal truth. Once a woman categorizes you, it's hard to escape. If you're just a friend, you stay the friend. If you're the emotional support guy, she'll vent to you while giving her body to someone else. If you're the nice guy, she'll appreciate you, but she won't desire you. It's only when you present yourself as whole, grounded, and untouchable that she can fall in love with who you are. Because now, you're no longer a role. You're a man, a complete presence, a source of energy that she wants to be around. This is the part most men skip, and this is why their love dies in confusion. Because when a woman can feel that you don't need her emotionally, she becomes curious. When she feels that your world moves with or without her, she begins to chase. When she senses that you won't tolerate disrespect, flakiness, or weak energy, she either levels up or walks away. And if she walks, she was never meant to stay. But don't get it twisted. This doesn't mean being cold. It means being real. A real man has warmth, but it's not cheap warmth. His attention has value. His energy has limits. His self-respect sets the tone. When a woman falls in love, she doesn't fall for a man who gives her everything. She falls for the man who doesn't lose himself trying to give her everything. And the more you chase her love, the less of it you get. Why? Because now she feels she's above you. Subconsciously, she senses that you value her more than yourself. That you're working to earn her approval, instead of letting her work to keep your attention. That imbalance kills the spark, not because she wants to dominate you, but because she can't fall into her feminine when you're already under her spell. This is what no one teaches you as a man. You were told to be nice, to be there, to be sensitive. But what no one said is, the second your emotional world starts orbiting around her, she starts looking for the exit. Because a woman doesn't want to be your oxygen. She wants to breathe you in when she chooses, but she needs to know you'll still be breathing just fine without her. This is why the most emotionally unavailable men become the most addictive. Not because they're healthy, but because they unconsciously mirror value. Scarcity triggers desire. Uncertainty triggers fantasy. Distance amplifies meaning. The less she can access your heart, the more her mind fills in the gaps. And that's what creates obsession. Now, am I telling you to become emotionally unavailable on purpose? No. I'm telling you to stop giving your emotions away to women who haven't earned them. Because your love is powerful. Your energy is healing. Your presence is rare. And the moment you start treating it like something a woman needs to earn, not something she just receives for being pretty, you shift the entire power dynamic. Now, she's the one asking herself, why am I thinking about him so much? Why do I care if he's texting other women? What does he have that I can't stop craving? She won't say it out loud, but that's how it starts. That's the seed of love. That's the beginning of the fall. But it only grows if you keep your frame. Because she will test you. Women test what they want to believe. If she hopes you're strong, she'll test your strength. If she wants to feel safe, she'll test your boundaries. If she feels too much desire, she'll pull away just to see if you chase. Most men fail these tests because they take them personally. They get angry, emotional, needy. They react. And the second you react, she knows you're not the man she hoped you were. But when you stay calm, when you don't flinch, when you stay grounded in who you are, something shifts in her. She begins to trust you. Not because you told her she's beautiful, but because you showed her she's safe in your presence. And that's when she starts falling. Slowly, deeply, quietly. Not in a loud, dramatic movie way, but in that feminine, surrendering way. The way where she starts rearranging her day to see you. The way where her mind starts imagining you long term. The way where your approval matters more than anyone else's. But here's the final truth most men ignore. Love isn't enough. A woman can love you and still leave. She can love you and still cheat. She can love you and still test you to destruction. Because love without respect is shallow. Love without challenge is boring. Love without security is unstable. You can give her your heart, your money, your time. But if you don't give her the experience of being in the presence of a strong man, she will find a reason to pull away. So let me leave you with this. Stop asking how to get a woman to love you. Start asking, who do I need to become so that her love is the consequence of my presence? Because when a man walks in his truth, when he values his time, protects his peace, honors his standards, when he can lead, detach, stay grounded, and refuse to beg for anyone, that's when women fall. Not for his looks, not for his money, not for his compliments, but for the feeling of finally being in the presence of something real. And in today's world full of weak men, that is the rarest thing of all.